Hi everybody. So today we are going to be reading the poem Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. We will be reading two different versions of this. Well, kind of. I'll read it to you first. You're going to answer some questions, and then you're going to listen to Viola Davis, a very famous actress, read the same poem just so you get an understanding of how the poem sounds differently, and hopefully you get something different out of each reading. So I'm going to go ahead and read this first time around, just so you can get familiar with the language, some of the things that might be a little more difficult to understand if you were to read this by yourself. So I will go ahead and start. Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I's been a climbin' on, and reachin' landin's, and turnin' corners, and sometimes goin' in the dark, where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn back, don't you set down on the steps, 'cause you find it's kinder hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still goin', honey. I's still climbin', and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Okay, so just some things I want to point out to you before I release you to answer those questions that I mentioned earlier. First of all, I want you to notice the imagery or sensory details that Langston Hughes puts in this poem. The language he uses that appeals to your five senses, that creates this image of the stairs this woman is talking about. Okay. Which is a part of one of the questions you're going to be answering later. This imagery is what helps us create what the speaker is talking about in our heads, okay? I also want you to notice that, as I mentioned in the notes from the introduction to Mother to Son with background on Langston Hughes, I said that this poem was going to be blank verse. And we said that blank verse meant it doesn't have a particular rhyme scheme or stanza organization, which is very evident here, right? I really can only see maybe one or two places that has rhyme. So, for example, stair and bear, right? This section rhymes. And then after that, I really don't know if there's any other sections that have a rhyme pattern. So, what makes it a poem is that meter, right? We talked about meter being what sets the rhythm and flow of the poem, and I hope you really got that out of my reading. If not, you will definitely get it out of Viola's reading, the YouTube video that you're going to be listening to. So just keep that in mind. Now, you had those questions to answer. They are posted in Schoology. After you answer the first set of questions, you're going to listen to the Viola Davis YouTube video of her reading it to you, and you're going to answer some more questions with that. And hopefully we can have some good conversation on Zoom over this poem. I'm really excited about this. So that's all I have for you as far as the video today. Thank you, and I will see you all during our Zoom call.